Hi, I'm Joey Haber from the Flying Tortoise Academy in Portland, Oregon. This video is to commemorate the great 4th generation Liang BaGuaZhang master and my grandfather teacher, ZhangJinMin, who passed away on December 7th. Most of this video is going to consist of paraphrasing and some direct quotes given to me by my Shrfu ZhangXueAn from ZhangJinMin's obituary. But before we dive into all that, I felt it would be nice to give an account of the one brief interaction I had with the man. I met ZhangJinMin on November 14th, 2019, just 3 weeks before he passed away. That day, my Shrfu ZhangXueAn and I left our training a bit early so we could meet with ZhangJinMin and still have time for a family dinner that evening. Our bus trip from Tiantan to ZhangJinMin's home in northwest Beijing took about an hour. We arrived at his hotel and were ushered in by his wife. There we met up with Uncle Wang and drank tea and chatted while the master finished his nap. As with the homes of so many of the old masters I've met, ZhangJinMin's walls were covered with photos of his mentors and students, articles about his contributions to the arts, and calligraphy gifted to him by his master. When ZhangJinMin joined us, he was wheelchair-bound, and his hands were covered in bandages. He had had an accident with some hot water a few days before. His demeanor was kind. Behind his strong eyebrows, he looked with an eager intensity as he and his students caught up on all manner of odds and ends. When the attention turned to me, my teacher gave me a touching introduction about our history and my work to bring his Gong Fu to Oregon. The old man listened and then rose from his wheelchair, took my hands, and thanked me for studying his Gong Fu and introducing it to others. It was one of the most moving moments of my career. In the hours that followed, we drank tea, chain-smoked shitty Chinese cigarettes, and showed each other photos of our various students and exploits. And then at 4 p.m. we took our leave with promises to do dinner next trip. A thing that now will never happen. Now, please understand that neither my language skills nor Gong Fu are particularly remarkable. But I do hope that one day, with hard work, they might be, and that I will be able to effectively become a link in the chain that included this good man. Now, to commemorate him properly, I'll spend the rest of this video relaying the words of those who knew him much better than I. This is from the Beijing Jiming Martial Arts Association. ZhangJinMin was born in 1939 and passed away in Beijing on December 7th, 2019. He was 81 years old. An avid student of the martial arts, ZhangJinMin began studying Shaolin in his hometown as a child. In 1954, he moved to Beijing to work a construction job. In 1959, he graduated from high school with a focus in chemical engineering. In 1976, ZhangJinMin was transferred to work in the Beijing Qian factory. During this time, he studied hard and worked long hours. His efforts were praised by both his teachers and colleagues. Once in Beijing, his martial arts efforts also increased. Initially, he continued his work with Shaolin, studying many techniques and weapons under Master Cheng Zhenfeng. In 1961, he had his introduction to BaGuaZhang with Master Gao Ziying. During this time, he also began working in Xingyi and Daqianchuan under Masters Lan Tian and Wu Tunan. He also studied Taiji, which had a profound influence on him. In the 1970s, ZhangJinMin became a formal disciple of the renowned 3rd generation Liang BaGuaZhang master Li Ziming. The decades that followed were brutal. The Cultural Revolution and Great Leap cut the legs out from under the Gong Fu world, as well as the heads off of many, many masters and students. During this time, Li Ziming could not teach or even acknowledge his students in public. Once practice was legalized again, ZhangJinMin trained hard, becoming a true inheritor of the 4th generation of BaGuaZhang. At the time of his death, his students numbered in the hundreds, distributed both in China and abroad. In 1980, ZhangJinMin aided Li Ziming in the relocation of BaGuaZhang founder Dong Haichuan's tomb. Evidently, he spared no effort in this. ZhangJinMin was never afraid of hard work. He was meticulous in his teachings and tireless in his work to pass on his art. His goal in every aspect of life was to always be invincible. Later on in his life, ZhangJinMin was injured by a high-voltage electrical accident that damaged his back, forcing him to have spinal fusion. Limited by his physical condition, he continued to fight to preserve his art through his students. ZhangJinMin's life has contributed to the inheritance of the martial arts. the promotion of martial arts and the development of the spirit of Chinese martial arts, and set an example for us. We will miss him forever. We will work hard together to promote the development of Chinese martial arts. ZhangJinMin, rest in peace. On December 9th, the BaGua Research Association released the following. I was shocked to hear of the death of Master ZhangJinMin. He was at the head of the association. We have no one to fill the void. The master was a humble man with a deep understanding of Kung Fu, one of Li Ziming's most favorite disciples. We of the BaGua Research Association will take the master's example and continue the work to fully inherit and carry forward the techniques of BaGuaZhang. We hope this work will comfort the master's spirit in heaven. Jinmin goes all the way. Thank you all so much for listening. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment area. Have a great week.